possibly a second thought.
Nor was it. Nor was it.
But I appreciate her, and she has become my friend over many years. I was a recipient back in 2013, so I'm honored to be here. And integrity is something that you wear, and something, a part of who you are, when people aren't looking. And it's interesting because we confuse integrity with reputation. See, reputation is something that people think of you, but integrity is something that you know about yourself. And we should be candid. In the cycle of the election and in the present day we're in, we wonder if integrity is a lost character, a lost trait. But I'd like to encourage you, and I'd like to advise you that it is not. It is for this reason we would have a night like tonight. But it's also for a reason that there would be many of you who would do your regular daily acts that I'm here to tell you amount to the integrity that you have within. For those of you who find it necessary and you're moved to instruct a child who is not yours to correct them when they are doing wrong, I submit to you that that's integrity in you. For those of you who would decide to make a call to make certain that someone you haven't heard from, to see if they're all right, check in on them, I submit to you once again that that's an act of the integrity that lies within you. To many of you who know that on an evening where it may be in Buffalo, pretty cold, and you may decide to bring an extra blanket or some extra food to someone who you know may not have the ability or opportunity to do it on their own. Again, I submit to you that that's integrity as well. On 2 days ago, and it's funny because it seems like elders always have to have an example that's close in time, and you wonder how did they do that, but this happened to me. 2 days ago, I was at Starbucks, and I had went into the store to purchase some coffee, and I left my Starbucks mug, and I just didn't want coffee out of that mug. So I was in a long line. So I advised the person behind me, I'm gonna get out of line, I have to get my cup, you know. I went to the car, came back, and she saw me come back in. She said, no, you can get in the line. I said, no, because I'm thinking all the people behind her thinking, don't let them get back in line. But she let me back in line. And so what I decided to do, as I was in front of her, I told the person in front of me, I'd like to buy her coffee. So when she came up, she learned that her coffee was already purchased. And she thanked me, and I sat there because I was meeting a client. I went to my car after I left, and there was a coffee card on my car. I don't know where it came from, and I don't know who would have put it there. But I submit to you that something about integrity, it actually can be contagious. It can be something that someone witnesses in you, and for whatever reason they wish to emulate it, for whatever reason they wish to be around you, for whatever reason they want some of that. I submit to you today that there are some men up here who I've sat around, and I enjoy their company. Let me just briefly say, Mr. Jones, my keynote changed in light of our conversation. I still disagree with you, but my keynote changed a bit. But I sit with a few of these men on occasion, and I enjoy their company. It's because, you know, it's far too often that we're around people who are just not feeding us positivity. It's far too often that we're around people who want to remind us of the plight of our circumstance. There are very few of us who want to remind us that we should always aspire. We should always want more and not make it someone else's mistake or problem when we don't. Integrity. Perseverance is necessary, especially if you really want to practice integrity. Perseverance is necessary because it's hard to turn Yeah, the cheek. It's hard to deal with people who bring offense to you for no reason. It's hard to deal with people who bring offense to you and they feel that they have a reason. It's hard. But we're required, as Michelle Obama would say, to take the high road when they take the low road. Isn't she one of integrity? My gosh, she shows the men a wonderful example. But I submit to you that we have Michelle Obamas here. We have some Barack Obamas here in terms of integrity. And so let us not be fooled in terms of the Black Lives Matter movement. It's a necessary movement, but it isn't one that is new. It's just one that's awakening us to what we should have already realized. We're of great importance. And our importance is not in the arenas that they want us to believe we're limited to, the music arena, the athletic arenas, and things of that nature. We're great thinkers. All right. If you go back in history, you're able to appreciate where some of the foundations of the great thoughts of today's time are born out of, excuse me, born out of thought. We can bring it back to Alan Locke, who is the